We welcome you to Gordon Hadley Field tonight, home of the number 9 ranked team in Class 2A, Monrovia Bulldogs. Tonight they host the number 4 team in 2A, the Indianapolis Scecina Crusaders, here on MTC Sports, presented by Endeavor Communications. Sean Walker, Pete Gasho here to set the stage for you as part of our Endeavor Communications pregame show. Make sure you visit them online at weendeavor.com for more information. Pete, excited to be back down in this area covering some football. Again, it's week number 9. It's hard to believe that the regular season ends tonight and sectionals kick off for these teams next Friday.
Both these teams already know who they're playing, but they got one more game to settle right here tonight. So we're going to see a really exciting football game. I just have a feeling it's going to be lights out.
You talked about both teams already knowing who they're playing. The draw has come out. Indianapolis Scecina, they will play at Speedway next weekend. And Monrovia, both teams go on the road. They'll be at Southmont. Both of those teams obviously struggled a little bit this year with 1-7 records. So Scecina and Monrovia both with a nice first-round draw. But you got to remember, a team like Speedway, they play in that Indianapolis area, and so sometimes a 1-7 record can be a little misleading.
Yeah, both teams with only 1 year, but you can never count these teams out. Some of those teams have been with a lot of injuries, so you got to think some of these guys are getting healed up, they're getting back, and they're ready to play some football. So you can never overlook anybody. There's
a good look at the Crusaders on the screen as they're getting ready here in the pregame. Let's talk about a few of our impact players that we're going to see here tonight for both of these teams, and take it away, Phil.
Well, hey, man, I'm telling you what, I'm excited. They got Daryl Johnson for Scecina, and we got Dalton Smith for Monrovia. Daryl Johnson, 132 carries for 578 yards. He's got 8 TDs. He's just a workhorse. And Dalton Smith, man, this kid is phenomenal. 75 carries for 973 yards, trying to get to that 1,000-yard mark. 12 TDs. Averaging, this is his average, 13 yards per carry and 121.6 yards per game.
Those are video game numbers right there. 13 yards per carry. That's a first down every time he touches the ball. How could you not give it to him?
You gotta love it.
What about our X factor tonight for either one of these two squads?
I love this kid. I was really surprised when you went with it, but you went with a defensive player here tonight, Sean, and I like that. But not only that, he also can return some punts. But we got Aaron Cravens the second, 41 tackles, 3 interceptions, and 2 forced fumbles. He can get after it.
Also one of the seniors. It's senior night here at Monrovia. They introduced them all ahead of time, and it was a nice little ceremony to see. Obviously some emotional parents, but a lot of these guys were on that state championship team obviously a year ago. And according to John Harrell, they are a 36.5% chance to repeat as state champs, and that's the best in state for Class 2A.
That's impressive.
Even though they're ranked number 9 right now, John Harrell still thinks they're the favorite to win it all again. Let's talk about our keys to victory. What do these two teams have to do to be successful tonight?
We get down here. You want to keep the drive alive for Scecina. They want to keep the offense on the field, sustain drives and get first downs. They want to try to stay out of third and long situations. And then you got to be disciplined on the defense also, and that's for both teams. And defense, they must be disciplined in their reads, on their keys. They don't commit penalties and don't give up the big plays. And then most importantly is create or limit turnovers. I kind of feel like Monrovia has an advantage right here. Scecina has put the ball on the ground quite a few times. So if they can knock that ball out and come up with maybe, tonight.
Talking to one of the game from Monrovia, he said that's been their Achilles heel this year is the fumbles, and they got to clean that up before they head into the postseason. Good news for Monrovia tonight, they get Garrison Lee back. He's been out with a high ankle sprain, and he'll actually be in the starting lineup tonight for them. We'll get you our starters later on when we get ready for kickoff, but Garrison Lee comes back in, and that is a big boy in the backfield.
That is another X factor right there to have him back for this game. Got him healed up, held him out a little bit, let that high ankle sprain heal up, and they got him back just in time for this game right here.
You just look at it this way. He's only participated in 5 of the 9 games this year with 71 carries, 401 yards, 4 touchdowns, 5.6 per. He's a bruiser. He's one of those guys, when they need a short yardage situation, he's going to go get it for him. There's the Bulldogs Unleashed. This field is absolutely beautiful. Redid the press box. It's super nice up here. You got coaches' boxes. You got the press box itself, the slanted windows. There's not a bad seat
I love the press box. It's fantastic. And you come around on the back side, which is great. Fantastic job.
Monrovia loves their football. There's a good shot of the press box. We're up here. You kind of background. They got that state champion I've seen, again, some of the assistant coaches and people affiliated with the team rocking the state championship ring. That always gets you excited when you're able to flash a little jewelry. And here come those Monrovia Bulldogs now as they will run out on the field, and we'll get set for our kickoff. That's going to do it for our pregame show here on Endeavor Communications. Give us just a few minutes, and we'll be right back with that kickoff.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Experience the exciting world of television entertainment with Endeavor eTV. Get more than 350 quality TV channels including HD, movies, sports, family programming, lifestyle, and local news and weather. Never miss a program with Endeavor Whole Home DVR. Stop a program in one room and continue watching TV in another. Enjoy video on demand and pay-per-view selections with over 2,000 titles. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
Endeavor Communications continues to be the leader of technology in our communities. We provide crystal clear voice, super fast internet, exciting television entertainment, security for home and business, medical alert systems, IT services for home or business, and our new 4G LTE wireless telephone service with nationwide coverage. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
We welcome you back here to Gordon Hadley Field. Number 4 ranked Scecina versus number 9 ranked Monrovia. You see their records on the screen, 6-2 versus 5-3. This game presented by Endeavor Communications here on MTC Sports. You see the captains meeting in the middle. We'll find out who has won the coin toss. Pete, this is always a little bit of a game here, showmanship. Looks like Scecina has won, and they have deferred until the second half, so they're going to kick off. Monrovia will start out on offense. So Scecina's rolled the dice and said, we're going to send our defense out first. You like this move or not?
I like it, yeah. Exactly what you want to do, get the ball in the second half. You know, we've seen that happen a lot of times where you get that last score in, you know you're getting the ball back, and really you can, up the score.
A game like tonight is one that typically, and I hope I'm not jinxing ourselves, typically moves pretty quickly because you have two teams that love to run the football. Scecina will throw it a little bit more than Monrovia does. Monrovia, their quarterback has only completed 15 passes all year long, has not had to throw the ball that much, and that's Connor Jelly. But obviously pretty good when he does throw it. So they can, but they like to run the ball and then set you up for that pass play and hit you over the top when they get an opportunity, because I think I saw his average per pass was like 21 yards.
And something like that. He's got 6 TDs. He has got 4 interceptions, and I think he's got a total of little over 330 yards this year in the air.
So they do their best to suck the defense up, and then they'll try to go over the top on you. This Scecina team has played really well this season. I mean, they have absolutely battled against some teams, and getting a win over 4A Beech Grove, who's 6-2. Their 2 losses on the season come into Indianapolis, the number 1 team in 4A. They're 8-0, and then they also lost to the number 8 team in 2A. That was last weekend when they lost to Ritter, who's 4-4 in that game. An 18-21 loss was off.
But their only big lopsided would be like Indianapolis, Ron Colley, if you wanted to look at it that way.
Hey, good luck.
We will get the kick. Yeah. Set to the 15-yard line. Trying to find a seam. Got some blocking up front. Bounces off some tacklers and gets it out across the 30-yard line. Spotted at about the 32, and that's where the
brings it up past the 30.
What, that was a heck of a run to get this game started.
Let's take a look at Monrovia's offense if we could. We talked about their quarterback in Connor Jelly, but you've also got Gabe Milton, Dalton Smith, Garrison Lee, the wide receiver tight end, and Paget and Stock, and then the line, McCubbins, Wilson, Branchout, Stock, and Davis. After this first play, we'll get you the defense for Scecina. Jelly will come out under center. Again, Monrovia, this is great rushing attack. They hand it off to Garrison Lee, first person through the hole. He's going to gain about 2 or 3 on the play here. Looks like a gain of 3 for Lee on his first carry. We'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Lee picks up 3 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 7.
Not surprisingly, getting back for his first action and hand it off to him right away. Hand off again here out to about the 40-yard line.
Give it to Gabe Milton.
That time they gave it to Milton as he came through the middle. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Grayson, if the play comes this direction, get behind me. Okay?
Nice short 3rd down here, Sean.
Just run for the fence, one of the two.
You want to get in those manageable situations. Monrovia able to do that, patient on offense.
This offensive line has got to be strong here. Get on their blocks, hold them.
They fake the handoff to Lee. They hand it off to Dalton Smith.
Boy.
And he's going to be chopped short, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 1. As Smith's able to conjure up 2 yards there on that run. Defensively for Scecina, let's take a look at them real quick if we could. Their front line there, Brooks, Warfield, and Alarkin. Then you've got Connor, Lowry, Faree, and Hollum. Cox, Wright, Kelly, and Andrews round out their defensive backs. So on 4th and short, Monrovia lining up to go for it here. They hand off. They give it to Garrison Lee. A battle, and he is going to be right at the sticks. It's going to depend on the spot here on whether or not he got it.
Boy, and that is going to be close. It looks like they may mark him just a little bit short.
We may get the chain gang
right
away on the tonight's matchup. Our officiating crew for tonight's broadcast is Bill Bobcat, Casey Hall, J.R. Haskins, Chad Myers, and John Miller.
Officials will get a measurement.
Will be our crew, and as we suspected, we're going to get that chain gang measurement right away here. And this is kind of big right here on the first drive of the game. You're still on your side of the field. Monrovia electing to go for it on 4th down, and it looks like it is just short. Scecina will take over on downs.
That's a big stop for Scecina here.
At the 43.
Making a statement right away. I like that the offense went ahead and went for it.
Let's take the opportunity to show you Scecina's starting lineup. Mac Ayers at the quarterback position. You got Johnson, Abdul Halim, Kelly, Andrews, Wright, and then Hare, Faree, Mercer, Holly, and Morris, your offensive line. They'll come out in a shotgun look, 4 wide receiver spread. Johnson in the backfield. We talked about his rushing numbers early on. They're going to come out throwing right away. Little wide receiver screen to the outside is completed. And a nice gain here, going to take them down to about the 32-yard line. So they're going to move the chains quickly.
That was a great block by number 26, Hadley, out there, holding on to his block. That's one of those important ones right there. You got to make this in order for this play to be successul.
Yardage good enough for Crusader 1st down.
We're just going to trick you on that one. You don't get to see it.
It was a good play regardless. So, again, 1st and 10 here for Scecina. They hand off to Johnson up the middle. Big hole up the middle. And he's down to the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12. And they're moving the chains once again. So back-to-back first downs.
Very good blocking by the offensive line.
Peter, you surprised that defensively Monrovia had kind of a hole right there?
That was a huge hole right there. They're going to have to tighten up. I mean, it's early here, so get some things figured out.
They hand off to Johnson once again. This time he's met
The give again is 2
It's going to be a gain of a few, obviously falling forward there, but much better than the previous running play.
Number 43, Evan Bucks, and number 5,
Yeah, still getting positive yardage here.
gain of 3 in the
It was one of the stock twins. You know, last year we had the opportunity to cover Monrovia, and we actually saw him twice. I believe it was Cascade, and then we saw him again against Shenandoah. And they had the Hail twins that played linebacker, and they called them the Hailstorm. And now they got the stock twins, and they call it the stockpile.
And they're stockpiling tackles.
This one, quick throw out to the flat again. Little wide receiver screen action. Going to pick up some positive yards, maybe 3 on the game here, 3 or 4.
A lot better job by Monrovia that time, staying disciplined on defense.
There initially for the Bulldogs, number 5, Ethan Stock. And also
That time he
number
found
15,
Chad Kelly.
Peter Davis. Brings up 3rd down and 4 for the Crusaders.
Third and 4.
So Scecina hands off this time. They give it to Andrew Lowry through the hole. The Bruiser's going to pick up 1 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and a long 2.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see what happens here.
4th down and a long 2 for the Crusaders.
So the quarterback Ayers runs in with the play. Obviously going to go for it here. It's such of a long 2 that we're actually just going to call it 4th and 3 because I think if you got to round up at that point in time, it's like 2 3/4 yards.
It is a good way. See if they try to just get them to jump. No, they're going to do it.
They hand off. Give it to 25 that time. That's Victor Franco, and he's going to be, it looks like, just short.
I tell you what, the side judge is coming in.
The chain gang going to get a workout already here in this one.
They might.
Nope, he's already whistled it as a turnover on down. So both teams go for it on 4th down. Excuse me.
Dogs will start at their own 11, 1st and 10.
And so Monrovia now will take over with the ball at the 11-yard line.
A lot of aggressiveness by both coaches, showing it early here.
Monrovia will get back to that rushing attack. There wasn't much holes there the first drive. That's the Scecina defense stacking them up. They hand off. They give it to the big fella once again. He's going to rumble out to about the 15-yard line, so he'll gain 4 on the play.
There initially for the Crusaders, number 43, Lowry.
Looked like Lowry in there on the tackle that time for the Crusaders.
He picks up 4, 2nd down and 6.
That's a good gain on 1st down.
We talked about, we featured Dalton Smith and his rushing attack, but so far it's been a Garrison Lee show. He's had 3 carries, got the bulk of the carries so far, 3 carries for 8 yards. This time they fake the handoff one way. Actually, they give it to the first guy through.
Lee again, the ball carrier.
These disguising defenses make it tough sometimes, Pete, on us broadcasters to figure out who's got it.
Host of Crusaders there.
Be 3rd down and 2 here on the play. So another gain of 4 for Lee.
Again, you like these. You got to like these short 3rd downs.
Brings up 3rd down.
You don't want to get into 3rd and long situations. They've been successful at this now.
You know, everything to point out, it's an absolutely beautiful night for football. The moon's already out. Temperatures are starting to come down a little bit, not too hot.
Ooh, boy, good hit.
Nice hard run by Smith that time, and he should have enough for the 1st down. They're going to move the sticks.
There for the Crusaders, number 31, Chad Kelly. Yardage good enough for another Bulldogs.
So Monrovia with the 1st down run there. The clock ticking down here in the 1st. They're going to pitch it out this time. It looked like it was Gabe Milton on the carry. Gabe will pick up 3 on 1st down.
He gets the
So far using 3 different running backs here.
There on the stop for the Crusaders was number 10, Austin Cox.
Take a look at the toss this time. Really good job by Scecina, really to stretch out that play, moving laterally.
Not a lot of room in the running game just yet. The name of the game is to move the sticks. It's a game of inches sometimes.
It's a big second down.
Handoff, they're going to sweep around the outside. It's Milton again. Milton shakes off the first tackle, gets across the 30, and it is a nice gain on second down.
Takes it past the 30.
We'll give him 6 on the carry there. That's going to bring up a third down and 1.
Well, Sean, when you can't run it up the middle, try it on the outside. Use your speed. It's exactly what they do right here. Nice break, a little shoe-seam tackle he got away from. Gives them a nice short third down, something to work with here. Just got to keep the chains moving, like you said.
The handoff, he goes to Lee. They'll have a first down here as well, another big gain. Lee will take 4 on that running play. So his last 3 carries, all for 4 yards. You'll take that on a night like this when you're playing against a team that's ranked a little bit higher than you. One of those teams that you may have to face down the road when tournament play gets rolling around.
Well, this is kind of like Monrovia is doing what Scecina wants to do. Scecina wanted to keep their offense on the field and control this clock, but Monrovia right now is getting the job done. They just got to continue to get these first downs and work their way down.
Jelly, hands off. Nice cutback and a nice move there. And that was Milton again.
They found something on the right-hand side there, Sean. They like it. They like that over there. They've got about 2 or 3 successful runs over on that side now.
That's the biggest run of the game so far, an 8-yard gain on first down.
Great block inside. 2 very good blocks right there to keep your runner freed up and getting those extra yards.
Well, he grabbed him by the ankle, or he might have gained another 10 or 20. It was number 87, I believe, and David Baker out there. The shoestring tackle. Back to pass this time. One of the rare times they do it. Pump fake. They go to the outside. Made the catch. Looked like he got his feet in as well.
Down? Yeah.
Heck of a play.
That? Boy, he got drilled too. Way to stay in there. Hold on to the ball. Took a nice hit.
Clark into Crusaders territory at the 44 for another Bulldog.
So 12-yard gain there on that pass play.
Like you say, you don't see him put the ball much in the air, but when you do, you want to make sure you're accurate. You make that good throw right to the hands.
That was a nice tight throw there from Jelly. Handoff here. 43 with it.
This offensive line now is kind of coming off the line a lot quicker now, getting on those blocks and holding on to them, allowing that running back to get going, breaking through that first line right there.
Dalton Smith ahead for 7 on the play, brings up second down and 3.
He's actually subbed in one of their backup running backs there. That's junior Evan Bucks with the run on that last play. They give it to him again, first man through.
Boy, that is close.
Bucks will pick up 2 on the game.
Short, yeah. And they will. They'll mark him just a little short.
So Bucks now with 9 yards here. Now he's going to sub back out. That's nice work when you can bring someone in off the bench like that. We saw the game against Cascade was way out of hand by halftime, and this was a previous year. And it didn't matter who they put in. They put in the younger players. They had freshmen on the field, and they were still just running the ball like crazy. This Monrovia attack has always been very good on the ground.
There's Lee again and just busting through.
Lee with his biggest carry of the game so far. That one goes for 5. Already down to 2 minutes, basically 2 minutes and 16 seconds here in the first. Clock stops momentarily so that they can reset the chains and then gets rolling again. Jelly with the handoff. This time it goes to Milton. Milton going to take it down inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6. And so
these runs are getting about 3 or 4 every run.
This is a team in Monrovia that obviously they know what they want to do well, and they're doing it better here on the second drive so far here against the Scecina defense.
See the second man through right that time. Defense was back there, just didn't get Wasn't able to get a hand on him.
They fake the handoff that time to Lee. They give it to Smith. Not much room. He's just going to get back to the line of scrimmage that time. No gain for Smith.
Nice job by Scecina that time. They weren't fooled on that play. Everybody had their assignment and stuck to it.
Therefore, the Crusaders number 20, Colin Connor.
Beautiful night.
For Monrovia, 62 yards rushing in the game so far here in the first quarter. That's as a team. Most of those yards coming on this drive right here.
Now under a minute. They're running this clock right down.
So Monrovia and Scecina, these two teams kind of been in a collision course all season long here on week 9. We had it circled early on as a game we knew we wanted to see.
Milton once again, Sean, finding room on that right-hand side. Really doing damage over there now.
It's another nice run for him, and you're starting to look at what he's chewing up here on his runs.
Take a look one more time. Oop, got to hold that ball now. See as he switched the ball to his outside hand.
Actually leading the team in rushing right now, 34 yards on 6 carries. A little over 5 per. This run going to take it down inside the 15 or right at the 15, so a gain of 4 that time. That was Milton again. Milton listed, junior on the team, 5'11", 210 pounds. And they're going to let the clock run out here on the first quarter, so we're scoreless after 1. It's been a defensive battle. It's been a ground battle so far. Number 4, Scecina, number 9, Monrovia here on MTC Sports, presented by Endeavor Communications.
Endeavor eTex provides outstanding IT and computer-related services for your home or business. Whether you need a simple home PC tune-up or a large-scale network installation for your business or your municipality, Endeavor eTex is your final destination for all of your IT needs. Maintenance agreements are available and services open to members and non-members alike. Call 1-877-524-9109 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Control your thermostat, door locks, and lights with your Endeavor eShield security system. Save energy by remotely controlling your lights and adjusting your thermostat's heating or cooling while you're away with Honeywell Total Connect. Forget to lock your door? No problem. Lock your doors remotely with a touch of a button from your smartphone or wireless device. Call 1-800-922-6677 for a free home and energy management system quote or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
First quarter has already come and gone here at Monrovia High School. Both teams in a deadlock tie at 0 right now. Actually, Monrovia only had the ball on 2 possessions. Scecina only had it for 1 so far. That drive for Monrovia continues here. Ball spotted at the 15-yard line. They are knocking on the door inside the red zone.
That's interesting. First possession for each team ended up in a turnover on downs.
They give it to Lee. Lee able to chew up. Good carry here. It's like a gain of 3 on the play, 2 or 3 there for Lee.
It looks like Monrovia found something now on this second drive here, and they are making a statement.
So 3rd down and 3 is what's going to bring up here. Scecina got to about this point on their first drive and then turned it over on downs. Actually, that's what happened with both teams if you're just now tuning in. Both teams went for it on 4th down and did not get it.
Let's see if they don't test this right side again. They get a little closer, maybe get this first down.
Scecina packing the box, showing blitz. They give it to Milton. He gets around the right side, tackle. But a nice tackle comes on the far side. I believe that was 31 that time.
Yes, it was.
Chad Kelly.
Chad Kelly come flying in. Chad Kelly's a two-way player, plays offense and defense both. Wide receiver when he's on the offensive side, 5'10", 170 pounds. It's a great tackle that time by Kelly.
Ball on the 10-yard line.
These two teams not only ranked in the state, they're also part of the Indiana Crossroads Conference. Scecina at 5-1 right now in the conference. Monrovia at 4-2, so a win here would put them in a tie.
Oh, ball's
Smith
out.
Fumbles the football.
Picks it back up.
Had the first down. guaranteed.
What a bounce.
And then lost the football.
Wow.
Does a good job to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's going to bring up 4th down.
Wow, that was crazy. Let's take a
that
look
was
one more
4th down.
time.
I'm sorry, that's a turnover on downs right there.
Watch this one more time. Ball's in there, pulls it back out, gives it to the second man through, and a great hit by one of the defensive players.
Rodney Warfield.
Knocks it out, comes off the ground back into his arms, able to fight for a little more yardage. Unfortunately, though, turnover on downs. I will tell you what, that young man is one tough defensive player. That Rodney Warfield, he leads the team in sacks, tackles for loss. He has 15 of those, and he's got a couple forced fumbles and a defensive score.
Tell me when the last time you watched a football game where the first 3 drives of the game were all turnover on down.
It's been a long time. I don't think I've ever seen a game.
Johnson with the handoff that time. He's actually going to go backwards here. Good defensive stand on the first carry by Monrovia. They said senior Peter Davis was able to get in there. He was honored in the pregame.
Well, it's a battle for field position, and nobody's had to punt the ball just yet.
Scecina back in that shotgun look here. There's the quarterback. A couple of hard counts. Hands off to Johnson. The carry gets stacked up by 54. That is Brayton Kookman. Or I'm sorry, Eli Stock. I looked at the wrong number. It's one of the Stockpile brothers right there.
Stockpile, Ethan and Eli. Stockpiling tackles.
So 3rd down and 8. I'm going to think here in 3rd down and long, defense probably going to have their ears pinned back, ready to come after the quarterback. We've seen Scecina run a few screen passes here with success. They're going to roll out to the right, roll the pocket.
Oh, boy.
This pass wide. First time Ayers has missed tonight. And they're going to be forced to punt. So we finally got a punt in this game and not a turnover on downs.
That was a great stand by Monrovia Bulldogs that time. Did a fantastic job on defense.
So back to receive is Aaron Cravens II. He was our X factor for tonight's contest. There's a good look at number 6.
I say he's a good punt returner here.
So the snap a little wide. Lowry does a good job of handling it. Kind of a spiraled kick. Cravens takes it right around the 50. Makes the tackler miss. Good starting field position here from Monrovia as he gets this around about the 40-yard line.
He is slick. Looked like he was going to go out of bounds. Decided he was going to try to stay in and get a few more yards out of it.
One of those guys you like to get into open space.
I like that kind of guy.
Right.
Get out there and hit someone.
So Monrovia's 3rd drive of the game will start at the 40-yard line.
Great starting field position now for the Bulldogs. Scecina now, they got to really tighten up here on the defensive end. Try to get something done here. Get a 3 and out, anything.
They hand it to Cravens. Cravens comes out offensively this time into the backfield. Going to pick up about 3.5 on the carry.
And that's how it's been for this offensive side. Every time they go to that right-hand side, they're getting 3, 3.5, 4 every time.
3 yards, 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Bulldogs.
They give it back. They put Cravens back in the backfield again. The handoff here, they go to Milton. He's stacked up, but it looks like he had enough momentum to fall forward and gain at least a yard there.
I believe they did give him just about a yard on that one, Sean.
Short gain on the play. 3rd down and 6.
So see, that's going to bring down a long 3rd down.
I apologize. That was Dalton Smith on the carry that time, not Milton. So far, 5 carries in the game for the young man that averages what was it, 13 yards per carry. He's only got 6 yards so far. They hand off Cravens. Nice run falling forward, good blocking up front. Gets out to about the 31-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down and 2.
So they went for it before on a longer 4th down than this. In worse field position.
On a night like tonight, you got, I mean, I don't know much about the 2 kickers on these teams, I'll be honest with you, but there is absolutely 0 wind. And in a gridlock battle like this, it may come down to either an extra point or a field goal, you know, where you got to try to get some points on the board.
I'd like to see this. Nice little run to the right-hand side here again.
They snap it. They give it to Milton,
hit,
and
nice.
I mean, he was looked like he was shot out of a rocket.
He did. He comes flying through there. That's plenty. Watch this one more time. Look at that start that he gets. It's like he had his feet in the starting blocks. Gunfire. He was gone.
Milton getting the bulk of the carries here, already his 9th carry of the game. Averaging exactly 5 yards per carry. They hand off to him again.
Ooh, ball on the ground. Scecina says they have it. Turnovers was one of the keys to victory.
Let's see what we get here. Scecina all pointing that direction, and now the officials call it that way as well. It's number 40 that comes out of there. That's Amari Abdul Halim.
We may have an injured player also from Scecina.
Young man down, that's 43. That would be Lowry, Andrew Lowry, the punter.
We'll get one more
for their
look at
team
it.
as well as one of their defensive players here.
Ball doesn't look like it gets secured as they takes off. It was.
We'd love to see that again, a little slower through there, just to see. It looked like his knee was close to being down. I'd like to see where that ball started to move. Obviously, called a fumble on the field, not going to matter because the officials don't have the ability to look at the replay like we do up here. But let's see. Milton secures it there. No, it's
right
punched
there.
out. It
right
was punched
there.
out.
And look who it is again, Winfield. I'm telling you, man.
Rodney Warfield.
I'm sorry. Rodney Warfield is just.
He's grown some in some inches and some size from last year to this year. Injury timeout brought to us by IU Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Give them a call, 765-448-8000, or visit them online at iuhealth.org. But I was looking at their roster on Max Preps, and it's not up to date with stats and all that for Scecina. Coach keeps that himself and supplied it, and we thank him for it. But I was looking at Warfield because I was looking at his stats, and I'm like, this guy has how many sacks on the season? and then I go back and I look, and I'm like, he's listed at 5'6" or something, 140 pounds. And I'm like, this guy can't be on the defensive line and be tearing it up like that. And then we get the actual roster for this year, and he went to 5'9", obviously, what I say there. Number 11, listed at 5'9", 185. So I'm like, he bulked up between last year and this year.
He's obviously hit the weight room.
And he's having some fun this season. And
he's off to a good start here tonight, definitely. He's very quick, too. Reacts to the ball very well.
Yep.
So Scecina will take over on the turnover.
I don't know. I saying it like he can hear me. He wants me to zoom out and get both teams.
They've got the ball at the 25-yard line. So tonight, neither one of these teams able to punch it into the end zone just yet. This game moving at a very quick speed. They give it to Johnson. Johnson bounces off a couple of tackles there. He's going to gain about 3 on the carry. Johnson's best carry was the first one of the game where he went for 12 yards on his first carry. Since then, 4 more carries for only 7 more yards. So defensively, Monrovia is starting to key in on him a little bit.
He's 5'7", 200 pounds, just a sophomore. Woo! What if he hits the weight room now? Look out.
Low center of gravity, gets back, maybe gains a yard on the play here. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. So 3rd down and 6 headed your way. The clock continues to tick. We knew it would. Both of these teams love to run the football. You got an official timeout on the field. Looks like they're trying to fix a helmet
Official timeout.
for one of the players. Able to get that done. Equipment issue for the Crusader football players. It's number 50. I don't have a 50 on my roster. So 3rd down and long. A little different look this time. 2 guys in the backfield to protect as they throw it out to the outside. It gets out to about the 35, which is going to come up about a yard short that time they hit Chad Kelly.
Yes. Forward motion brought him out to the 35. They were able to knock him back. Player in the backfield with his hands up, almost knocking it down. Good job by the defense here. Number 42, dragging down.
Cameron Smith, one of the seniors, makes a great open field tackle there and saves. It's going to bring up 4th down, and now we talked about Lowry being the punter. He went out due to injury, so you got a different punter in there now. This
nice
kick,
low, long drive.
little spiral, takes a Scecina bounce. It's going to bounce all the way down inside the 20-yard line, about the 19. And that is where your next Monrovia Bulldog drive will start. That'll allow us to take a quick break in the action. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on MTC Sports, presented by Endeavor Communications.
Watch TV Everywhere is a value-added entertainment option which gives Endeavor television subscribers the ability to watch TV programs on their PC, laptop, tablet, or smartphone. When you subscribe to an Endeavor TV package, you receive select TV programming that is available in that package free of charge. You can view Watch TV Everywhere program just about anywhere. All you need is an internet or Wi-Fi connection. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details about Watch TV Everywhere.
30 seconds was just enough as they get back to football here on the field. About 4.5 minutes to go here before the half. Gonna bring up 2nd down and 6.
I didn't see him. Sorry.
They fake the pitch. They give it to Lee up the middle this time. Lee going to get about a half a yard. Not a lot of running room in there right now for Monrovia. They were finding some success on that second drive of the game.
There initially for the Crusaders, number 64, Will Perry. Brings up 3rd down and 5 for the Bulldogs.
Good look inside the Monrovia huddle.
See ya.
As we approach the 3:20 mark. 3rd down and 5.
Draw up a stop here now.
Big run through the middle, hit hard that time, but Milton hangs on. He's going to get the 1st down. Gets just enough.
Takes it down to the 30.
Boy, Anthony Andrews, man, is a beast.
That was a collision.
That was. He come flying through there.
For Monrovia, they'll keep the drive alive. That was a big 3rd down and 5 to pick up. Get the ball out across the 30-yard line. The Bulldogs going to throw. The spiral in the air. It's tipped. Nice defensive play that time from Jack Wright. So Jelly 1 for 2 on the day for 12 yards. He was looking for Tyler Padgett that time. Again, great defense. Talked about these two teams. For Scecina, they'll play in sectional 37, and they'll be at Speedway next week, a team that they've already defeated earlier in the season back in week 2, 21-6. Good run from Milton here. They'll gain 4 on the play. From Monrovia, their tournament run starts at Southmont next week.
You know, it's hard to beat those teams.
Andrews.
twice in a row.
It's called Chief Executive Officer.
Learned a lot about each other, and
Yeah. But
generally it's
really
not usually that same team that you played earlier in the
maybe
year.
his dad still owns it, I don't know. But
Tell you, and looking at this year's football matchups as Smith tries to find some running room to the outside and gets back to the line of scrimmage,
Give it to Dalton Smith.
is, you know, really there's no guarantee in any of the classes that anybody's going to do it. I mean, I know in Class A for years you've talked about Central Catholic, a team that when they're in single A it seems like they win the championship. But you got Linton Stockton that's actually picked to win it this year. You know, and that's going to be a heck of a collision course for those two teams whenever they meet.
Oh, man.
Is Dalton Smith.
In 3A, West Lafayette looking really good. A team that made it to the state title game a year ago and lost.
Is Andrews.
So Monrovia going to find tonight. This one takes a good bounce. And so Scecina will have ball on their own 45-yard line to start out here for this drive. A little over 2 minutes to go. We'll see if Scecina can drum up some points here before we head into halftime. Somebody's got to come up with a play here, Pete, to take the momentum.
Well, we're flying through the time, you know. It's just going by quick, keeping the ball on the ground, keeping that clock moving.
These two teams have only played 3 times since 1994. Obviously becoming conference opponents, that's going to change. They're going to start to play every single season now. Monrovia leads that 2-1.
Give it to Johnson.
Johnson able to fight through the pile. Looked like he was stacked up at the line.
He did.
Fights forward and gains 6 or 7 on first down.
Got a couple teammates come over there and help him up. What a great run that time by Johnson.
There for the Bulldogs.
We got to see it one more time. Busting through. He just kind of, look at that. He just spins and rolls right around the outside of that big crowd. Nobody able to grab a hold of him.
So 6-yard gain on first down. That'll bring up second down and 4.
Well, that's some slick running right there, Sean.
Go to that spread offense once again. They roll the pocket to the right, looking back to the left. Going to put it up in the air. They were looking for Anthony Andrews that time. Just overthrew him.
Brings up third down and 4 for the Crusaders.
Tina's got, you know, a couple big tight ends here. Jack Wright, he's a junior, 6'2", 180. He's got 2 receiving TDs. And Jerron Brooks, he's a senior, 6'2", 190, and he's got also 1 receiving TD. It's a couple big guys down there. You get down in that red zone, you might be able to utilize those guys.
They hand off. It's Johnson again getting
Oh,
work.
what
He
a
bounces
move.
outside. He's got some room to work. Takes on a tackler, still running forward. This is a big run down inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, each of these teams looking for that one big play. Scecina finally gets a big one right here. Nice blocking. Look at the downfield blocking right there by number 6. Boy, that is huge when you're trying to get those extra yards.
Gain of 21 on the play for Johnson. So Scecina with a little over a minute to go. Themselves in good position here. They pitch it out to Johnson, trying to find room around the outside this time. He'll be stacked up.
Oh, wow.
A gang green there for the tackle.
Yeah, 43 and 8.
Timeout going to be taken by Scecina with 52 seconds to go here before the half. Let's take another look at that one.
Before Johnson could ever really get going downfield, ran into his own man, getting the lineman getting blown back into the play. That's great defense right there.
Timeout, Scecina.
Here at halftime, we'll have our halftime show for you. We'll also show you some of the halftime festivities. They're going to induct 3 people into the Hall of Fame here at Monrovia. One of them we know really well. That's Chris Sampson, who's now the superintendent up at Clinton Prairie, a longtime coach in this area as well, a great basketball coach.
What? 54? No. All right. Time set. Set clock.
They're actually going to adjust the clock here and put it back to 54 seconds.
No. Hold on.
Ball spotted, 29-yard line. Good shot of the moon again. I told you, full moon tonight.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night. You could almost play this game without these lights turned on, but
It's
better when the lights are on.
Not a bit of wind blowing. I mean, the flag is just hanging there. It is not moving one iota. Again, Pete, I talked earlier about knowing we were going to cover this game for quite some time now. You've got Monrovia, who's number 2 in the Sagarin ratings, and Scecina right behind him at number 5. I mean, these are two teams that play tough schedules. We're going to throw here. Throw to the outside. He's got his receiver. He dances around and gets out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. It'll be a gain of 9. That'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
Great catch here by Chad Kelly. Take a look one more time. Just a little 2-step drop back. Defensive guy had his hand out there. Almost was able to slap it down.
So big 3rd down stop here from Monrovia. That's what they're hoping anyway. Scecina looking to not only pick up the 1st down here, but keep this drive alive.
I think I'm spread out now.
Back to drop. Looking towards his left. Over the middle. Got a
right
receiver
there.
open.
Oh,
and it's picked off by Cravens.
Oh, man.
Our X factor in the game tonight. That one went right through the hands.
That was intended for number 6, Anthony Andrews. It went intended for number 6, picked off by number 6. Take a look. Coming across the middle. Andrews got his hands up. Ball's come right off the top of it and right to Craven's hands.
So you talked about both of these two teams have gotten down around the red zone. They've had the football a couple of times each now. And nobody come up with any points.
Fumble. We've seen an interception now.
And now you get a jump. That's actually our first penalty of the game. It has been a clean game.
It has.
First time we've seen laundry on the field. It's like my house. My wife won't let a shirt lay around anywhere. It is picked up and taken care of. It's been this game here tonight. I can't even sit a drink down that still has fluid in it. She puts it in the sink. Hopefully she's not listening in. I may be in trouble.
Backs will clear up to the 5. Oh, ball on the ground again. It's out.
The fumble came out.
I think Scecina has it.
You seeing the fumble bags being thrown in there. And Scecina comes away with the football. And actually, it comes out better for them. Even though it was an interception, look who comes around with it again. It is Warfield. That is multiple times now that Rodney Warfield has knocked the ball loose or come up with it.
Take a look one more time. Warfield's just there. Cameraman just off just a little bit.
He intercepted the handoff.
That is – I think that's what happened. That's what I was getting ready to say. I think he stuck his hand in there and took it right away. I was getting ready to say our cameraman got fooled like I did.
He started. I know he did. What's he want the clock at? 36.
They're going to set it back to 36 seconds here. They reset the play clock as well.
Boy, this could be huge right here.
Scecina now with the ball on the 5-yard line. An opportunity to punch this one in.
Sure. This is huge. They get a score here. They get the ball back in the second half.
That time they gave it to 25. That's Victor Franco.
Number 25, Victor Franco on the carry.
Franco, other than Anthony or Daryl Johnson.
Looks like he got it down to about the 2-yard line, Pete.
Franco, he's got like 6 TDs this year, so he can get it down there.
So timeout taken by Scecina. That's their second timeout. They got one more remaining, 23 seconds on the clock. For Monrovia tonight, they've talked about the fumbles being the Achilles heel. Their first 5 drives, Pete, turnover on downs, punt, or I'm sorry, fumble, punt, fumble.
What do you mean? I'd like to.
been a very defensive game, that is for sure.
Me neither, didn't pay enough.
Highlighted by some offensive mistakes.
Scecina trying to punch it in again. We talked about the momentum, Pete. They want to steal that momentum going into halftime. They get the ball first. They rolled the dice, won the toss, and said, we're going to play defense. Under center, looking to punch it in. Quarterback keeper that time. And he's in for the touchdown.
Quarterback keeper, touchdown Crusaders.
So the quarterback in Mac Ayers decides to keep it himself. He'll get the 2 yards and the touchdown, and Scecina strikes first.
One more time, look at this. Ayers just ducks his head, follows his lineman right through, and plows in for the 6 points.
Now you're going to get a timeout here for Scecina, and probably got to talk this over. Again, if you think about it, Lowry went down to injury. I don't know that we've seen him come back into the game. He was handling their punting duties. You got to wonder if maybe they're going to be forced to go for 2 the rest of the night. They may not have anybody else to come in and kick the extra points.
You know, in this situation, I would love to go for 2 right here, knowing that I'm getting the ball back in the second half. I think it's a great way to making a statement on the road. If you can get that done, you know, you can really carry that momentum right into the second half.
Just to note, folks, coming up at halftime, we'll be doing the Monrovia Athletics Hall of Fame.
You know, these two teams obviously play a very similar schedule. This Monrovia team defeated Howe in the semi-state to reach that championship game last season. Scecina was defeated by Howe in the regionals. They definitely know their opponents well this season so far. They both played against Speedway. They both played against Beech Grove. You've got Indianapolis Lutheran that's on there for both of them. Park Tudor for both teams. Again, all those teams I named are all in that Indiana Crossroads Conference.
Clock is running down. They got to go quick.
Play clock down to 1 before they get the snap off. They throw it outside to Franco. Franco
this is
stacked
huge
up
right here.
And that's a good stop from Monrovia.
Again, this works in Monrovia's favor also now. Big stop here. Taking a look, even though the 6 points got them, they had a big stop here for those 2. They could take some of this momentum into the – so pull positive out of it.
Sideline there of Monrovia. They find themselves down 6-0. So we get ready to head in the half. There's a good look at Coach Kevin Hutchins. His 8th year here at Monrovia, 67-30 record. He's got an 84-63 record in his 13th season overall. Young man that has instituted a definite winning, whatever you want to call it, pedigree here at Monrovia. Loving their football team. Tournament history for the Monrovia Bulldogs. They won 4 sectionals. Won them back-to-back at 14 and 15. They got 3 regionals. Again, 14 and 15 back-to-back. 2 semi-states. In 9 and 15, they were a runner-up in 2009, losing in the state title game, but they won state last year in 2015. The Scecina squad has won 2 state titles. They did that in back-to-back years in 1990 and 1991, so it's been a little while since they've tasted that victory, but again, a great season so far at 6-2. The number 4 ranked team. This a high pooch kick, and you got to go get it because that's an onside kick.
Ball.
Scecina,
they
gonna
got
take
it back. Wow. Number 89.
Unbelievable play there. That is J. Ron Brooks that comes up and takes this one out of the air. Monrovia got caught napping here. Watch this kick.
Just a mental mistake. This is a high flopped over ball. Everybody was looking at it. I don't know if they lost it up in the lights or what, but number 89 comes flying in, lays out. That's a live ball. Give it to Jerron Brooks. That big tight end I was talking about earlier.
I tell you what, if you had Scecina's defense in a fantasy football league right now, they would be tearing it up for you with the fumbles and the turnovers they've created.
I need them.
I can only hope that my defense does that this weekend. There's a nice defensive stand. That's 52 that time, able to get in there. That's Peter Davis.
I think the clock's just going to run out on this one, Sean, but great job by Monrovia that time on defense. You take a look one more time. Good coverage downfield. Kept the quarterback in the pocket, nowhere to go. Never stop. And there you go, get your sack.
Peter Davis wrapped him up, so if there's a highlight play from Monrovia, it might be that one heading into the half. But they trail right now. Scecina up 6-0. We'll step aside briefly. We'll come back. We'll cover a little bit of the Hall of Fame ceremony, and we'll do our halftime show here on MTC Sports, presented by Endeavor Communications.
Stop in at 490 North Chestnut Street and check them out today. Or give them a call at 317-996.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
He set school records in the 300-meter low hurdles and 110-meter high hurdles.
We welcome you back here at the half on the MTC Sports, presented by Endeavor Communications. Scecina up 6-0 over Monrovia right now, and what's been a defensive gridlock so far between these two teams. It's Sean Walker, Pete Gasho for you here on MTC Sports, and there's a good look at the Hall of Fame inductees. The young man there with the white hair, I guess would be the best way to state that, and the black pullover. That is Chris Sampson, now the superintendent for the Clinton Prairie School Corporation, but has come back home, per se, here tonight to be honored and inducted into the Hall of Fame here at Monrovia. Longtime basketball coach is Chris Sampson, and now, obviously, like we alluded to, a superintendent, a huge fan of sports, and a big fan of MTC Sports as well. We've done some video projects for him in the school, and I want to say congratulations to him tonight. It's always an honor when people honor you.
Our nominee received his law degree in 2009, and he is currently practicing in Washington, D.C. in the field of intellectual properties. Ladies and gentlemen, Monrovia Athletic Hall of Fame welcomes Dr. Seth Cockrum. Accepting on his behalf of Dr. Cockrum, his mother, Pam Cockrum. Our next inductee into this 2016 class is one of Monrovia's most successful coaches and continues to be one of Indiana's top educators. Our nominee was the Bulldogs varsity head basketball coach for a 17-year span from 1995 to 2012. During those 17 years, he led the Bulldog basketball to 29 powder keg wins, 7 conference championships, 4 sectional championships, 2 regional titles, and a state Final Four appearance in 1999. He coached the Bulldogs in the 1999 Indiana State Classic and was a coach for the State All-Star game. During his tenure, our inductee coached the Bulldogs to their 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, and 10th most successful seasons. And he is Bulldog basketball's all-time winningest coach with 216 victories. Ladies and gentlemen, the Monrovia Athletic Hall of Fame now welcomes Mr. Chris Sampson.
There's a good shot of Chris Sampson. Again, we were just trying to lay back here on the broadcast at halftime and allow these guys to be honored. Another big hand for Coach Sampson. So we will step aside and take a break now in the halftime show. When we come back, we'll get you some of the stats and first half highlights here on MTC Sports, presented by Endeavor Communications. Stay tuned. Be back in a jiff.
Lightning fast high-speed internet is only a click away. Through fiber optic technology, Endeavor Communications is able to offer internet speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second to stream movies, download music, watch TV and video clips, connect on social media, play games online, conduct online video conferencing, and is ideal for supporting all your devices in your home or business. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
Enjoy the freedom of independent living with Endeavor's medical alert system. Contact emergency help or a loved one directly through the water-resistant two-way voice pendant. It's as easy as pressing a button to call for help in and around your home. The medical alert system is easy to use and connects directly to your landline telephone. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor Communications, we help protect what you cherish most. Endeavor Communications continues to be the leader of technology in the communities we serve. We provide crystal clear voice, super fast internet, exciting television entertainment, security systems for home and business, medical alert systems, IT services, and our new 4G LTE wireless telephone service with nationwide coverage. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor eShield gives you peace of mind that your home, family, and business are safe. eShield provides burglar protection, leak detection, carbon monoxide, smoke and heat detection, and asset protection to secure your valuables. And of course, there's 24/7 monitoring. Total Connect Remote Services controls your system through your smartphone, tablet, or any other wireless device. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor Communications, we protect what you cherish most.
Keep your family connected with Endeavor eWireless. Endeavor offers affordable individual plans with unlimited voice and messaging and family share plans with your choice of data plans up to 20 gigabits. Endeavor eWireless runs on a quality 4G LTE network with nationwide coverage. Choose from popular smartphones. You can even bring in your own phone. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit weendeavor.com for more details about Endeavor eWireless plans.
Lightning fast high-speed internet is only a click away. Through fiber optic technology, Endeavor Communications is able to offer internet speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second to stream movies, download music, watch TV and video clips, connect on social media, play games online, conduct online video conferencing, and is ideal for supporting all of your devices in your home or business. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Experience the exciting world of television entertainment with Endeavor eTV. Get more than 350 quality TV channels including HD, movies, sports, family programming, lifestyle, and local news and weather. Never miss a program with Endeavor Whole Home DVR. Stop a program in one room and continue watching TV in another. Enjoy video on demand and pay-per-view selections with over 2,000 titles. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor eTex provides outstanding IT and computer-related services for your home or business. Whether you need a simple home PC tune-up or a large-scale network installation for your business or your municipality, Endeavor eTex is your final destination for all of your IT needs. Maintenance agreements are available and services open to members and non-members alike. Call 1-877-524-9109 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Control your thermostat, door locks, and lights with your Endeavor eShield security system. Save energy by remotely controlling your lights and adjusting your thermostat's heating or cooling while you're away with Honeywell Total Connect. Forget to lock your door? No problem. Lock your doors remotely with the touch of a button from your smartphone or wireless device. Call 1-800-922-6677 for a free home and energy management system quote, or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Watch TV Everywhere is a value-added entertainment option which gives Endeavor television subscribers the ability to watch TV programs on their PC, laptop, tablet, or smartphone. When you subscribe to an Endeavor TV package, you receive select TV programming that is available in that package free of charge. You can view Watch TV Everywhere program just about anywhere. All you need is an internet or Wi-Fi connection. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details about Watch TV Everywhere.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
It's 6-0 at halftime here on MTC Sports, presented by Endeavor Communications. It's Scecina and Monrovia in what has been a defensive battle here so far. Just one offensive touchdown. That came on a quarterback keeper from Mac Ayers for Scecina right before the half, as we welcome into our Endeavor eShield Security Solutions halftime report. Sean Walker, Pete Gasto here. We briefly signed back in, saw some Hall of Famers get inducted here at Monrovia High School. Now we're going to talk about the first half here in this one. We told you about the touchdown. Might be able to show you that here in just a moment, but let's take a look at our halftime stats if we could for both of these two teams. Not a lot to show in the way of statistics. 29 passing yards, 54 rushing yards, 0 penalties, a couple of turnovers there for Scecina. On the other side for Monrovia, doing a good job on the ground. 106 yards as a team. They have 12 yards through the air. Only 1 penalty been called in this game so far, and that's amazing with 2 rushing attacks that we haven't had a holding call or nothing. It has been clean to this point. But you have to circle and highlight 5 turnovers.
A total of 7 altogether between these two teams, and that's one of the biggest things when you get into these big games like this and you get the score that you have, is those turnovers can, and we talked about that, a fumble or an interception, you know, being the thing that turns this game around for one of these teams, and that's exactly how it did. A fumble right down on about the 10-yard line, 5-yard line, right around there, led to a touchdown for Scecina.
And you got to think, let's show that touchdown after that turnover. You got to think that this score could be a lot worse with the amount of turnovers that you've had in this game. So they've been fortunate to this point. But you saw Ayers there able to get it in before the knee came down, ruled by the officials. And he has the only score of the game as we get back to the band playing at halftime here at Monrovia.
Both coaches really making aggressive play calls at the very beginning, you know, going forward on 4th down. So we saw a couple turnover on downs. And then again, after that, it's just been, you know, about the turnovers. Yeah,
the first 3 drives of the games for both teams were turnover on downs basically, and then a couple of fumbles, and then Scecina getting a little tricky there. They had their Lowry go down, who was handling their kicking duties, and they come out and they put this really high pooch kick on a kickoff after scoring and picked up an onside kick basically because of it, which led to another turnover there for Monrovia. And fortunately for Monrovia, there wasn't a lot of time left in the half when that happened, or that could have led to some points as well.
Yeah, Scecina really, it worked out for them at the very end of the the second there. They got that quick score. They know they get the ball coming back out again. But, I mean, that one right there was just a mental mistake. Nobody went towards the ball. Ball just hits the ground and almost comes to a complete stop before anybody rushes over and jumps on it.
And again, this Scecina team, they know what Monrovia did a year ago. They're a team that's trying to do that this season themselves. Their 2 losses on the season to number 1 in 4A Ron Colley and number 8 in 2A Ritter. That loss came just last weekend. So this team looking to get back on their winning ways, and they were ranked number 2 in 2A up until that loss last week dropped them to 4. And I think that loss maybe left a little bad taste in their mouth. And so far, defensively, they've looked pretty good against this Monrovia rushing attack. How important is this first drive of the second half, Pete? Scecina elected to defer. They got the lead right before the half, and now they get the ball first. How important is that?
I think this is one of those, when in a game that's like this is your last game before you get into sectionals. And to make a statement, this is where you want to make it at, especially coming back out. You had a little time to rest. You know your offense is getting the ball. Your defense is going to get even more time to sit. You want to get a good sustained drive here and come away with some points, whether it's 3 or 6 or whatever. You got to come away with some points right here if you're going to try to put this thing away.
For Monrovia defensively, how important it is to get that stop and get the ball back.
Huge. Absolutely huge. I mean, they took a little momentum in. They had to go for the 2-point conversion down on this end, which I thought it was a great move on Scecina's part anyways. And whether you got a kicker or not, I think you do that anyways. And, Monrovia shows that they can step up, and they came away, stopped them right there. That's some momentum they get to take in. Unfortunately, with the kick that happened after that and the mental mistake there, kind of took that momentum maybe a little bit away. So they got to try to get into halftime, find some something to take away from that first half, some good stuff that happened, and one of those is that right there.
If there's a bright spot for Monrovia in this game thus far, it's been defensively. They've looked pretty good. You can't ask a team to stop the offense every time, especially when you turn it over inside the 5-yard line.
Sure.
But if you look, they held their rushing attack to 54 yards. 21 of those yards came on 1 carry from Daryl Johnson. And then passing-wise, they picked off the quarterback, Mac Ayers. He right now is 4 of 7 through the air, but he's only got 29 yards. So they've done a nice job defensively. That's something to hang your hat on. But they got to clean up that offensive thing. It's a stigma. Would you agree that when you get that reputation of being a team that fumbles the football a lot, you come into a game like this, and we've seen Rodney Warfield do it. We've seen other players from Scecina. They are reaching in for that football, trying to punch it out every time, trying to rip it away, and it's led to a few fumbles here in this one.
When they know that is something that you are known for, that's what they go for. They try to exploit that. And if you're a coach, I think that at some point you maybe mention it, but you don't harp on it as much as probably what you did early in the year, because you don't want to put that in the back of their head coming back out for the second half. That sometimes you can overthink it. Kids, they really concentrate on it and they make other mistakes. So it's one of those things. It's you got to carefully weigh it out, and just make sure that you address the situation. Now let's move on. Let's get some positives and get back out there and play some football.
I'll say for a team that has aspirations to repeat as state champions, it's going to be tough to do going through the tournament if you're turning the ball over
that is for sure
5 times in the first half of football games.
Yes, sir.
That's going to do it for our Endeavor eShield Security Solutions halftime report. When we come back, second half kickoff headed your way. Scecina gets the ball first. They lead this one 6-0.
Lightning fast high-speed internet is only a click away. Through fiber optic technology, Endeavor Communications is able to offer internet speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second to stream movies, download music, watch TV and video clips, connect on social media, play games online, conduct online video conferencing, and is ideal for supporting all your devices in your home or business. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
Enjoy the freedom of independent living with Endeavor's medical alert system. Contact emergency help or a loved one directly through the water-resistant 2-way voice pendant. It's as easy as pressing a button to call for help in and around your home. The medical alert system is easy to use and connects directly to your landline telephone. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor Communications, we help protect what you cherish most. Endeavor Communications continues to be the leader of technology in the communities we serve. We provide crystal clear voice, super fast internet, exciting television entertainment, security systems for home and business, medical alert systems, IT services, and our new 4G LTE wireless telephone service with nationwide coverage. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor eShield gives you peace of mind that your home, family, and business are safe. eShield provides burglar protection, leak detection, carbon monoxide, smoke and heat detection, and asset protection to secure your valuables. And of course, there's 24/7 monitoring. Total Connect Remote Services controls your system through your smartphone, tablet, or any other wireless device. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor Communications, we protect what you cherish most.
Keep your family connected with Endeavor eWireless. Endeavor offers affordable individual plans with unlimited voice and messaging and family share plans with your choice of data plans up to 20 gigabits. Endeavor eWireless runs on a quality 4G LTE network with nationwide coverage. Choose from popular smartphones. You can even bring in your own phone. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit weendeavor.com for more details about Endeavor eWireless plans.
Lightning fast high-speed internet is only a click away. Through fiber optic technology, Endeavor Communications is able to offer internet speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second to stream movies, download music, watch TV and video clips, connect on social media, play games online, conduct online video conferencing, and is ideal for supporting all of your devices in your home or business. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Good look at the crowd here from Monrovia taking this one in. Scecina leading 6-0. They'll get the ball first here to start the second half. For Scecina, that score, if you're just now tuning in, that score came after a turnover. It was a quarterback keeper for Mac Ayers. He was able to punch it in, and then they went for two and were unsuccessful. That's why the score is at 6-0. Looking like a baseball score right now.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Speaking of baseball, congratulations to the Cubs fans as they've won another first-round playoff, and they'll move on to face the Dodgers. And we'll see this year
they can finally knock the Dodgers off.
Make it to that World Series that has eluded them since 1908. The graphics guy's shaking his head no right now.
I have no clue.
It's going to be a fun battle here.
I like football.
In the month of October. We got a lot of sports headed your way on MTC Sports, not only down in this area for Endeavor Communications, but in our own as well. With the sectionals kicking off, we plan to be in two different places at once. We'll have the West Lafayette and Tipton game from the 3A first-round matchup. We're also going to have Cascade and Cloverdale, I believe, in their first-round matchup. And then tomorrow we've got Marion football. They're taking on the Lindenwood Lynx, so the national champion in Marion. A little college football headed your way on mtcsports.net.
Not only that, but in less than 2 weeks, we're getting on the hardwood, man.
Getting on the hardwood. We'll get back to basketball again. As we take you through the playoffs, we're going to have football coverage all the way through semi-state.
Yeah, we'll be jumping back. Football, basketball.
And I believe,
better than that.
I believe we may have the Marion Knights through the playoffs as well, as long as they have home games.
That's what I heard.
Looking to repeat as national champions. First kickoff here in the second half is a squib kick, fielded at the 25-yard line by Scecina, and that's where their first drive of the second half will start.
It's going to be interesting to see now exactly, both these teams inside now. A little bit of rest. Both of them, like you said, running teams.
It's always a good thing when you have the lead in a game like this, so you have the ability to run the football and work the clock.
Scecina not really able to sustain a very long drive in the first half. It'll be interesting to see if they can get that done here in the second half and really kind of milk this clock here. Try to hold this lead.
The snap a little low. Fielded, though, by Ayers. Hands off to Johnson, and he'll pick up 2 on the play.
Johnson, if he makes a break to this right-hand side, there's a gigantic hole right there. Man.
Young man that's learning to find his vision there in the backfield. You mentioned earlier, Pete, just a sophomore.
They take a look right here, Sean. Look at his hole. He decides, but if he makes if he breaks to the right, wow. He's got some running room.
Those are those runs that when you're a senior, they go from 2-yard runs to 80-yard runs. We've seen it happen time and time again. Send a man in motion. Split 3 to the outside. They're going to throw one of those wide receiver screens here. This completed to David Baker. And I believe there was a fumble on the play. And Monrovia's come up with the football. So they take the first turnover of the second half. And the Bulldogs will be in business.
There you go. And again, as I alluded to in the beginning here, turnovers are a big factor. Not only turning the ball over yourself, but creating turnovers. Look, helmet right on the ball. That thing just flew out. What an awesome tackle right there. That's perfect. You can't get any better than that. That's what they teach you to do.
So Monrovia hands off. And that is the first time that Dalton Smith has been able to find some real estate in this one. He takes it down to the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9 on the play.
Taking it off to the left side there, too.
The thing about a guy like Dalton Smith, Pete, is he's one of those guys, he may get back to the line of scrimmage 3 or 4 times, just get 1, get 2, and then all of a sudden he busts that 30 or 40-yard run on you. We'll see what Monrovia does coming back to the line here. They hand off here. No, they don't. Jelly keeps it himself. It looked like he put it in the gut long enough for Lee to take it and instead decided that's not a bad guy to follow through the hole, though, is Garrison Lee.
Garrison Lee, man, I tell you, he's a wide-body young man. You get behind him, they can't see that quarterback.
You can disappear there pretty quickly. What was that movie that came out, and Now You See Me?
No, you don't. That's right.
Yeah.
He hid behind Lee.
So that run gave him a first down and 10 here. Inside the red zone once again. They hand off to Lee this time. He meets the first guy head on and then continues to drive forward.
Good run by Lee. Good job of taking care of the ball.
Going to be a gain of 5 here as he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Both hands wrapped around it.
It's a big first drive here from Monrovia. This is one of those times where you don't want to see a turnover. You want to punch this in, put the pressure back on Scecina.
Oh, nice run.
Big fella's got it down inside the 5-yard line.
He's a rumbling.
64 and 14.
Let's see where they spot this. Looks like it's going to be at about the 4-yard line. A gain of 6 that time for Lee. Now 1st and goal. They're going to have 4 shots here. From the 4. This is where you have that benefit of having a big back like Lee, one of those guys that can chew up those short yardage situations. Everybody in the building knows you're going to run. They give it to Milton instead. Nice spin move.
Oh boy.
As he hit the joystick there.
XX0. XXO.
Going to take this one down. They gain 1 on the play. Tell you what, watch this one though. Whoop.
Nice.
So the ball on the 3-yard line now. Handoff again. This one going to be really close. Looks like he's going to be just inches from the goal line here.
Boy, that just looks like 1 yard short.
Lee will pick up a couple on this one. We'll bring up 3rd down and 1.
Well, that's a guy right there you'd like to reward with this touchdown, wouldn't you?
Been working hard on this drive where they've handed off to him or he's blocked going through the hole. You can tell he's getting it, too. He just got fired up. You saw him shaking the arms out and slapped himself upside the helmet.
Here comes the blitz.
Oh, they don't give it to him.
Oh, wow.
Somehow he stretches out, goes go-go gadget arm, and gets it to Milton for the touchdown. Monrovia on the board, 6-6 score. The ever-important extra point now headed your way.
There's that cannon shoot again coming right out there, coming out of the starting blocks. He's already got the jets turned on here. Look at this. Boy, you're right, Sean. Boy, he stretches out, and look at him. He's fired up.
I'll be, and this is me kind of being a little funny, but you could almost give him a passing touchdown on that. That was almost a screen there, pitching that one out.
Ooh. Hey, how about that?
Extra point is up and good, and now Monrovia leads 7-6. That'll give us a chance to step aside here. And in what has been a great football game so far. Football Friday night from Gordon Hadley Field.
Experience the exciting world of television entertainment with Endeavor eTV. Get more than 350 quality TV channels including HD, movies, sports, family programming, lifestyle, and local news and weather. Never miss a program with Endeavor Whole Home DVR. Stop a program in one room and continue watching TV in another. Enjoy video on demand and pay-per-view selections with over 2,000 titles. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
Endeavor Communications continues to be the leader of technology in our communities. We provide crystal clear voice, super fast internet, exciting television entertainment, security for home and business, medical alert systems, IT services for home or business, and our new 4G LTE wireless telephone service with nationwide coverage. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
We welcome you back here in a 7-6 football game. Monrovia gets on the board here in the 3rd quarter. Jacob Smith set to kick off here from Monrovia. Back to receive is Anthony Andrews and Satchel Oskins for Scecina. It's a squib kick, though. This one's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a penalty against Monrovia. So this is going to give pretty good starting field position here for the Crusaders. So you get a positive play, you get the touchdown, the drive you've been looking for, and then your kickoff goes out of bounds. Still only our 2nd penalty of the game that we've seen. So Scecina with the ball on the 35. Handoff here. This time it was 25 with the carry. That's Franco. Not much real estate out there for Franco tonight. He'll gain 1 on the play. His 3rd carry for 6 yards tonight. It's been Daryl Johnson with the bulk of the load. He's got 48 yards for Scecina. Leads them in rushing at this point in time. I think defensively both these teams should be pretty proud of the way that they've played tonight. These are two teams that average 35 points and 25 points respectively.
Nice run that time.
Johnson breaks through, picks up 9, gets himself the 1st down. I'm sorry, they'll give him 10.
Take another look here. The Endeavor Communications replay. Well, that's just beating everybody to the hole that time.
I'll tell you, his size is about perfect for a running back, too. Low to the ground, good pad level running through the hole. Set up, I formation this time. Johnson leading the blocks there for Franco. They'll pick up 2 on the play.
Franco ran into his own guy that time, unable to come off of him to his left or to his right. And that slowed his momentum. That's where he was taken down.
2nd down and 8 headed your way for the Crusaders. They line up in that eye again. They hand off. Johnson, first man through, going to take it. Looks like they'll give him 3 here. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. So big 3rd down here for Scecina. Trying to keep those chains moving. Looking ahead at these Crusaders, you hate to count anybody out in the sectional, but really, Ritter is probably their toughest matchup, a team that they just lost to, that they may eventually run into in their sectional. Franco's going to gain a couple on this one. That's going to bring up 4th down. And I'm doubting your punting here. 4th down and a long 2.
Ball sitting on the other side of the 50.
Monrovia fans now getting to their feet, stomping on the bleachers, trying to make some noise. Trying to fire up their Bulldogs. Scecina, they hand off Franco with it, and he is met in the hole. And he's not going to get there. It'll be a turnover on downs. Monrovia able to hold.
Yeah, he may have just got about a half a yard. That was a big stop by the Bulldogs.
So you look at the first 2 possessions here in the second half for Scecina. It's a fumble and a turnover on downs. Gives the ball back to the Bulldogs. Ball close to midfield here as they start their second drive of the second half. Lee gets it this time. He'll get 3 yards on the carry. That was the 12th carry in the game for Lee. He's got 41 yards on the ground. Not been a lot of running room out there for anybody. The longest carry for any of the Monrovia running backs in this game so far has been Dalton Smith's 9-yard scamper. 6 different players have touched the ball out of the backfield for Monrovia. They have totaled 138 yards as a team to this point. They faked it to Lee. They give it to Milton. Gain of 3 on the play by Milton. So that'll bring up a 3rd down situation, but the clock continues to roll in a 1-point game.
3rd and 3. You think that Lee's been average about 3.5, 4 yards a carry. Nice spot for him right here.
Milton that time going to gain about a half a yard. That's going to bring up a 4th down situation.
Good defense by Scecina.
So 4th down and 3. That's a great job defensively by Scecina. That was number 6, Anthony Andrews, in there on the tackle, one of the players. We've called his name a handful of times tonight, whether it's been offensively or defensively. You know, that's something I enjoy. Don't get me wrong, Pete. I love college football. I love watching, the 3, 4, 5A schools play football.
Oh, fumble. Sorry, Sean.
This one on the ground. Smith picks it up. Somehow is able to get it off.
How did he do that?
It takes a Scecina bounce. It'll be down at about the 34-yard line. I have no idea how Dalton Smith even got that one off.
Wow. We might be able to see something here. Take a look. Ball just comes out. He holds on to it, able to just kick it. Oh, man, Hal 14 did not get a hand on that. Wow. That was a great replay right there by our camera guy. Nice job of catching that action.
Going back to finish my thought previously, though, Pete, I love watching 1A and 2A football. Seeing these guys play on both sides for an entire game and just get after each other. I mean, we've seen some really good games over the years in the 1A, 2A division. First handoff there, I think, was to Franco again. Going to gain 1 yard on the play.
You definitely see a lot of special athletes, Sean. And they have to be in such great shape to be able to go offensively and defensively almost the whole night.
Under center this time. They pitch out to Johnson. Johnson trying to find some running room on the outside, and he gets stacked up.
It has been tough skating for that young man.
The linebackers for Monrovia are playing really, really well right now. That was Clay Whitney that shot through the gap that time, number 8.
Yeah, they're playing in. They're spying on Johnson. See the pitch out right here, and they're already breaking on him. I mean, it's like they knew the play was coming up. Wow, what a hit that time.
I take that back. That was number 6. That was Aaron Cravens again, our X Factor tonight.
Cravens, he's making his name known for that X Factor. Might have a timeout.
So a long third down situation. We're going to get a timeout here for Scecina. We'll take a 30-second timeout ourselves. We'll be right back. It's high school football on MTC Sports, presented by Endeavor Communications.
Endeavor eShield gives you peace of mind that your home, family, and business are safe. eShield provides burglar protection, leak detection, carbon monoxide, smoke and heat detection, and asset protection to secure your valuables. And of course, there's 24/7 monitoring. Total Connect Remote Services controls your system through your smartphone, tablet, or any other wireless device. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor Communications, we protect what you cherish most.
Welcome you back here. Friday night football action on MTC Sports, presented by Endeavor Communications. Make sure you visit Endeavor Communications online at weendeavor.com, whether it's telephone, internet, TV, security, IT solutions, you name it, they got it for you.
They'll do the job.
Third down and long. Scecina took that timeout to talk this play over. We're starting to see Mac Ayers under center a lot more here in the second half. They hand off to Johnson, a running back draw, and kind of a modest play there on a long third down situation, electing to come out and punt here and go back to playing defense.
Boy, and that's under a minute now in the third, and that was a fast third quarter.
The bad thing for Scecina in this situation is you're kicking to the ever-dangerous Aaron Cravens II right there. This young man, dangerous in space. We've seen him make plays tonight defensively. They've handed off to him offensively as well a few times. It's a pretty good kick from Scecina, and not even going to have a chance to field it. This one rolls all the way inside the 25-yard line. So, if nothing else, Scecina changed the field right now. And they'll play field position here.
Playing for that field position. Such a close game, you know. I mean, I don't think coaches really want to, you know, try some, not near as aggressive what they were as we were seeing them in the first.
The first 3 possessions for Scecina, though, in the second half. Fumble, turnover on downs, and a punt. Monrovia ball spotted on the 23-yard line. They hand off to Lee. Lee fights for some tough yardage there, gets it out across the 25. So 13th carry of the game for the fullback. And that's going to do it for the end of the third quarter. Because these two teams in a tight one right now. 7-6 your score. Don't touch that dial. We'll be back with more football right here on MTC Sports.
Endeavor eTex provides outstanding IT and computer-related services for your home or business. Whether you need a simple home PC tune-up or a large-scale network installation for your business or your municipality, Endeavor eTex is your final destination for all of your IT needs. Maintenance agreements are available and services open to members and non-members alike. Call 1-877-524-9109 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Control your thermostat, door locks, and lights with your Endeavor eShield security system. Save energy by remotely controlling your lights and adjusting your thermostat's heating or cooling while you're away with Honeywell Total Connect. Forget to lock your door? No problem. Lock your doors remotely with the touch of a button from your smartphone or wireless device. Call 1-800-922-6677 for a free home and energy management system quote or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
We are back. Friday Night Football here on MTC Sports, presented by Endeavor Communications. It's Monrovia and a 1-point lead over the number 4 ranked team in Scecina. Battle of a couple of top 10s we've got for you on our Friday Night Football game of the week. Teams will switch ends for the final time here tonight. Monrovia with the ball on the 26-yard line. They hand off to the big fella again. He's rumbling through the middle, and he's got a first down carry. A gain of 11 that time. That's the best run from Lee tonight, as his rushing totals continue to climb.
The offensive line is really blocking well, firing off they're coming out of their stance, firing out of that thing, getting on their block and holding those blocks, giving Lee plenty of time to get through there.
You know, when we talk to coaches, it seems like every week we hear that's the same thing, limit the big plays. And both teams defensively have limited the big plays, at least those big explosive offensive plays so far here tonight. We haven't had that big gashing run.
I'll tell you what, that's one of the shortest runs right there by that young man we've seen all night. Good job by Scecina to step it up on defense there.
A gain of a couple there for Lee. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Bulldogs.
See number 11 up there, number 89. Jalen Brooks. It's been awesome to watch here tonight, and Rodney Warfield's just been a beast.
Battling in the hole again, and defensively for Scecina, they're going to stand them up here and bring up a long 3rd down situation.
This is what they need right here. They want these long 3rd downs. They want to try to force Monrovia maybe to put it up in the air.
I'm a little surprised tonight, honestly. Dalton Smith has only carried the ball 7 times. Now on 3 of those carries, he's gotten 0 yards. Been very limited, but on his last one, it looked like he was about to break it open. It was his biggest carry of the game for 9, but he hasn't touched the ball a lot in this one. Obviously, having some, fumble issues and things of that nature will do that to you at times.
They've had some success running to the outsides, but look at that. Jerron Brooks.
So Milton that time will just get back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up a long 4th down. They'll force a punt here from Monrovia. Now, a moment ago, Pete, we saw him punt the ball. Smith lost it momentarily, did a good job of getting the kickoff.
Oh, and that was a close one, too.
So keep your eye on the snap and the hold here. For Scecina, do you try to bring more pressure on this, knowing that they muffed the last one up just a little bit?
I don't know if they really are worried about that as much as right now as let's work on trying to get this ball here, get us in good field position, and get it started again. There's going to be a timeout, though, before we ever even get started here.
Scecina's going to use their 2nd timeout here.
Okay.
That's only going to leave them with 1. So 1 timeout left for Scecina with 9:33 on the clock. That's something then when you're trailing in a game may come back to haunt you as a team that likes to run the ball and needs a lot of clock time. So they're looking to make a stand here and try to do offensively.
And I'm hearing
get it
there
done.
might not have been enough players on the field. Not real sure, but they had to take a timeout there for some reason.
If that's the case, and that's one of those mental breakdowns that you hate to see this late in the game. Good shot of the crowd here. Good turnout tonight. Monrovia's fans, you know, that tends to happen, though, and this team's been supportive over the last few years. We've seen good turnouts when we've come to cover Monrovia. But when you win, you tend to put a lot more butts in the seats, that's for sure.
Yeah.
They've got a protection team back. As you saw Scecina kind of on a little bit of a jailbreak there.
Good punt.
This punt down inside the 25-yard line. So we saw Scecina punt and change field position. Now Monrovia has done the exact same thing to them. Indianapolis Scecina will start this drive on the 24-yard line. Trailing by 1.
I'd like to see Andrews return one of those one time. He has had a chance really to.
For Scecina tonight, it's really been the Daryl Johnson show. Offensively, that's who they featured the most. 14 carries in the game, 62 yards. They've tried to get Franco going here on a couple of their last drives. He's only been able to drum up 12 yards on 7 carries.
And I wonder if Franco's maybe one of those, you know, red zone type of backs, you know.
I'll tell you, there hasn't been much room out there at all. That was Whitney that time that came in and tripped him up. I think they're going to be generous here and give a 1-yard gain on the play. Not been a lot of running room for either one of these teams tonight. They go back to a shotgun. Look here. Going to throw to the outside. Ayers has got his receiver.
That's a nice little pass and catch.
Monrovia covered that up pretty good, though. Gain of 4 on the play. I believe that was Andrews on the reception here for Scecina as well.
A well-thrown ball. You're right, it was well covered.
So they're going to spread them out again. Another shotgun situation. I think Scecina's starting to have a sense of urgency here.
Well, that was tipped.
Good pass, another completion, got the first down. They'll go from the 30 out to about the 38-yard line.
Boy, it looked like that came off somebody's fingertips when it come out of his hands. See if they can see it or not.
Give him the reception on this play.
Oh, yeah. Had a little wobble on it, but had the arm strength to get it through there right to his receiver. Oh, big hole.
Big hole here. They throw it to the outside, and that's Chad Kelly. He's been waiting to come up with a big play, and he gets one here.
Chad Kelly, another one of those offensive, defensive players. Get some good downfield blocking. Able to find a big hole and get to the outside, stop the clock. Not really sure if he wanted to go out of bounds to stop it, but
he just kind of ran out of real estate over there on the sideline.
Where to go, yeah.
This one tipped up in the air and then picked by the defensive lineman. What a play from Monrovia. Are you kidding me?
That is huge. Number 52, Peter Davis, baby.
Peter Davis on senior night. Coming up big. This young man, I'll tell you, I was watching the senior night festivities and they mentioned lost his father. His mom walked him out by herself. She couldn't hold back the emotion on senior night, and it's awesome to see him come in and come up with a big play. He has played really, really well tonight.
Boy, this is huge, man. They come in a little bit of a jailbreak, and Davis comes in, gets both hands up in the air. Knew that Scecina was going to pass it. Tips the ball up, comes right to himself.
We've seen Davis get a big sack right before the end of the half.
Oh.
Now the turnover there.
Woo.
Not much real estate on this first down run, but still a positive gain. They'll pick up 2 here with Milton.
There's some guys hitting down there now. It's getting physical.
2nd down and 8. Ball at the 40-yard line as the clock continues to just kind of tick away here. A little over 7 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
This game has been like one of those, like, just real kind of lulls you a little bit, and then boom, big play.
It's like you've been waiting for the big plot to happen, you know.
And then you kind of slow down a little bit, and then boom, big play. Ooh,
handoff.
Oh, being hold. Wow, that was a big hold. That didn't get seen.
So Lee with the carry. He'll pick up a few on the play.
I don't know if you can see it. Look at number 51 here, though. Right. He got him completely wrapped around. They almost picked him up.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 situation.
It's not illegal if
It's
you don't get
exact,
caught, right?
I was just getting ready to say the exact same thing. You took the words out of my mouth.
You got to do whatever you can do.
Predominantly rushing attack here tonight. 162 yards on the ground. They fake the handoff to Lee. They give it to Milton. And a great defensive play there by Colin Connor. Stayed home. What a defensive play here. Look at him read
Connor.
the option.
Ooh, boy, I tell you what, he just fought off that block, didn't he?
He didn't dive down on the play. He kept his containment there. That's how you draw it up defensively.
Again, play disciplined and read your keys. And that's exactly what he did.
Anthony Andrews back to receive. Smith gets the kick off. Nearly blocked that time.
That's huge kick. Look at that.
Nice little coffin kick
nice.
towards the corner inside the 10-yard line. Dalton Smith may have been handcuffed in the running game tonight, but he's done a nice job in the punting game. Going to pin Scecina in the shadow of their own goalpost with a little over 5 minutes. They're going to have to go more than 90 yards to put a touchdown on the board. And you got to think, with the injury to Lowry earlier, they haven't attempted a field goal. They didn't attempt that extra point. You got to wonder, they may need the touchdown here.
Well, you got to take care of the ball on this drive. You know, you got a little over 5 minutes. You can see the clock right there.
Yeah, I think it's Scecina probably going to put the ball in the air a little bit here as well. They hand off on 1st down.
Oh, what a hit.
54 just shot the gap and come flying through there. That is Eli Stock.
Yep, that's one of the stocks.
They are stockpiling some tackles here tonight.
Eli Stock, that's a great job by him coming through, wrapping up the runner. And right now this offensive line needs to get their blocks, free somebody up, create a big hole here for your runners.
Here's going to roll the pocket to the right. He's looking back left, throws it over the middle.
Ooh, boy.
And about had his receiver. He had to get rid of it a little quicker than he wanted to. Pressure in his face that time, Pete.
Andrews, I tell you what, he's been so close here tonight. He had that one that was in his hands and tipped up, and it got intercepted. That one just didn't get there in time, like you said, under pressure. Not able to put the strength underneath the ball and what he needed. And he had the guy in his face.
You think this isn't a stressful game and situation? We're sitting in a press box right now. We have crystal clear windows. I look over at the Monrovia coaching box, and the windows are so fogged up they've had to lift the windows up to see the field.
Steaming it up in there.
Going to roll out to his right. Got a receiver in the flat.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and it squirts away. Boy, I'll tell you, that looked like a beautiful pass play through it where only his receiver could get it.
That's David Baker. He's a freshman, 6'2", 185. That is a tough pass for a freshman.
They called that a catch?
Wow, they called that a catch. So even though the ball squirted away, they're saying that he caught it and fumbled it out of bounds.
That is interesting.
Now they throw it out here. Another completed pass out to about the 35-yard line. So we're going to just try to
at this
recap what's even going on right now.
We'll take another look at this one right here. got the rush on. They find an open receiver, and it's number 26. It's Hadley. Does a good job of getting out of bounds and stopping the clock, but they get the first down. Ball right out, sitting on the 35 now. Scecina moving the ball. Nice
here.
Counter.
Nice little misdirection play, and Johnson carries this one 8 yards.
It's one of Johnson's better run here in the second half.
I think that the Monrovia defense, the fans, and everybody are confused here as to how that was a completed pass out there on that pass play.
We have it. We just haven't had time to show it. We can show you the replay, but it's going to be a little bit. Oh, nice job by the defense.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and 1 as he gained about a half a yard there. So 3rd down and 1, a big play right here for both teams. Scecina trying to keep that drive alive. Monrovia needs a stop. They're going to pass. They throw it out to the outside. This one caught. No doubt about it that time as he hits his receiver there, and David Baker comes up with the first down.
That's another huge catch for, well, that is a huge catch for David Baker. Take a look one more time. Man, I tell you, David Baker, again, just a freshman, 6'2", 185.
It's a great target to have out there.
It's a big kid right there. And he's got the ability to catch the ball. Good hands.
They throw this one in the backfield.
Nice.
It's swatted. Is it a forward pass? That'll be the next question, and they're going to rule it incomplete. But once again, that is Davis. Peter Davis has been disruptive in this game time and time again defensively for Monrovia.
That is some quick hands. Look how fast he's able to get in the back and then head up, hands out, taps it away. Great play. Making the effort over in case it's a free ball. Making the effort to get to it. Boy, this is exciting right here.
What a game for that young man. Scecina on 2nd down and 10. The place is rocking. You can even see the camera angles shaking as the fans are rocking the bleachers here. Tripped up, incidental contact.
I don't think that, yeah, exactly. I was getting ready to say.
No penalty on the play.
I thought they were going to throw a flag there, and I was like, no, you can't do that.
You could definitely make the argument that the feet got, there was contact there, but the feet get tangled up a lot of times.
That's just both players going hard.
So 3rd down and 10. On 3rd down, we've seen Ayers look for Baker a couple of times. We'll see if he goes back out to that right side. He's been his favorite target today on 3rd down. Andrews and Kelly, the 2 favorite receivers throughout the season. They're coming back left here. Throws to the outside. He's got Andrews. And they got the first down.
Boy, that is a huge catch by Andrews.
So
Anthony
pick up a 12 on the play.
They have been looking for him quite a few times. And they got him right there. Good pass. Getting a good catch. Got the pink socks on.
And they'll start the clock again here. Ayers back to throw. Has a receiver. It's completed. That's one of his other favorite targets all season long. That's Kelly on the play.
He's had a couple big catches here now. We get to see it one more time on the Endeavor Communications replay. Kelly able to come back, catch it with his hands right on the roof, keep his momentum going, and get a few more extra yards after the catch.
So 2nd down and 2. Here's back to throw. Got a receiver again, quick out in the flat, and it's Kelly. They got the first down. They got out of bounds. And they'll keep the chains moving.
It's a big play right there to be able to get out of bounds, especially to get that first down.
So back-to-back completions to Kelly. Scecina looking real pretty here with under 2 minutes to go. Ayers over the middle, airs it out, got a receiver wide open, and touchdown for Scecina. They run the slant play, completion made. It's Jacob Hadley, the senior wide receiver, who comes up with this one. He took a shot after he caught it, but he hung on to the football.
Look at this, a lot of time, plenty of time to pass. Lee was back here with the hand up, but the ball is thrown.
Craven's put a licking on him.
Oh, man, Craven's dead. But he held on.
So you got to go back and think about the play that was called a completed pass, and we're going to have to take a look at it. Because it was a hurry-up offense, we haven't had time to really look at it and go back and examine that.
Yeah, if we get the extra point in, maybe we can stick around here and just take a look and see what exactly happened, because I thought it was a catch at first. Well, here's a timeout, so maybe
we get a timeout taken here. It'll be Scecina's final timeout of the game with 1:44. Let's take a look at that replay if we could. The guys will wind that up in the truck for us. Let's slow this one down right here.
Unfortunately, it's
and that
on
ball
that
is
side.
out.
I tell you what, it's just that I don't know, man. From this angle, to me, it doesn't look like a catch, but it's a tough one.
Today's standards, when you talk about football and what constitutes a catch, it is so confusing. To me, he has it in his hands. He goes to the ground. The ball squirts out. The process of the catch was not complete. It was ruled differently on the field. Again, we have the benefit of looking at the replay.
Sure.
The officials don't. They got to go on a quick call out there on the field. But if you're a Monrovia fan at home right now, you're probably sick to your stomach after watching that. And sorry we had to show it to you again, but I had to see it from my own eyes. Obviously still time left with 1:44 on the clock.
Oh, there's a lot of time here, and they got plenty of time to make a move here.
But for Scecina, you got to credit them with the fact that, the call got called on their behalf, and they marched right down the field. They continued on and punched it in for a touchdown, and now without the ability of the extra point, they're going to go for 2 to try to make this, and it's probably a smart move.
Yeah, you got to get this right here. You got to stop them.
Try to get up by 7. They throw to the back of the end zone.
Oh, boy.
And Baker's there. 2-point conversion. Baker threw his hand up. He's a big target, and he just went up and got it.
Boy, he just came out, just had a little 5-yard route where he just cuts in, comes straight across the back. You can see him with his hands up in the air. Had a little pick action going on, and he's able to jump up and get that. Easy catch for him. What a tall target and a great player to have, be able to throw the ball in there like that and rely on somebody that tall to go up and get it. My goodness. That was a big play right there.
Well, that puts it up a full 7 points. 1:44 on the clock, Monrovia. They got to get a big return here.
Yeah, I mean, that puts it out of just being able to win. You had a chance to win this game, and now your best chances to tie it up here, which they can do.
14-7. Scecina with a late score in this one. Did a nice drive marching down the field. We said they're going to have to go more than 90 yards. They do it. A great drive, and it was highlighted by quarterback Mac Ayers. Bouncing back after throwing an interception, comes out and really looks pretty good on that drive.
But other than really the controversial call, just a great drive by Mac Ayers. Yeah, a really well put together drive by him, taking his time. Good job by the line to give him plenty of time to pass the ball.
He goes 6 of 9 there on that drive and puts it in the end zone with a great 21-yard pass play.
That is huge.
Now you got to remember, they did a pooch kick earlier. You wouldn't think they would do it in this situation, but you got to wonder what their kicking game is like at this point in time. Nick Marabelli will be the kicker here on the kickoff for Scecina.
I think I'm ready for anything at this point.
The kick goes to the up back, but it's Craven here who's able to take this one. Aaron Craven's the second.
Boy,
makes a move, makes somebody miss, trying to get to the edge. Got some blockers, and it's the return that they need. He gets close to the 45-yard line. Now you're asking your team to go 55, 56 yards to try to punch this in. That's doable in 1:35 with all 3 timeouts, even in a running attack.
Craven showed a lot of patience on that return, too.
Now, Pete, Connor Jelly has not thrown the ball a ton. In tonight's game, has only attempted 2 pass plays. He's 1 for 2 for 12 yards. But in both of those pass plays, he throws a nice spiral. Looks like he's got a really good arm. Are they going to attempt to run it here? Or are they going to try to throw it through the air? We're going to find out. They stick to the running game. They hand off to the second guy. He's able to fall forward. Nice gain on first down, but the clock continues to move.
And they got to go quick. They got a lot of timeouts left still that they can use. But they got to be ready to go.
I believe that was Milton on the carry that time for Monrovia. Clock ticks down just over a minute. They give it to Cravens. Gets stacked up at the line. And now you're going to get a timeout here, I'm guessing, from Monrovia. You got a Scecina player down in the backfield.
Looks like maybe we had a cramp or maybe rolled up on. Looks like number 40-something. I see there.
So timeout taken by Monrovia.
It is number 40.
Amari Abdul Halim plays both sides of the football here for this Crusader club.
You could tell he's hurting. He's very upset. Hopefully he is okay. Get him back out there. These guys don't want to leave the field at all when it gets down to crunch time like this, you know.
Ball spotted right now at the 49-yard line when we resume football. Monrovia took the timeout. Now, for Monrovia, you could ask, you know, you've got an injury out there on the field. Do you get your timeout back now that you got the injury timeout? Our injury timeout's brought to us by IU Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Visit them online at iuhealth.org.
But does it matter? I don't know. You know, if they call it immediately after the play, but you don't see that player's injured, you know.
To be honest with you, I never saw the official signal the timeout, so I'm thinking Monrovia may still have their 3 left.
Yeah, they haven't moved it off the clock here.
So we'll put ours back on. I guess we'll find out pretty quickly because they're going to need the timeout. Third down situation. Jelly pump fakes. He goes up top. Got a receiver wide open. It's caught. Going to dance in for the end zone. Touchdown, Tyler Padgett. It's the big play they've been looking for all night long. Jelly goes over the top. 49 yards to Padgett for pay dirt. Monrovia now with an opportunity to either kick the extra point and tie things up or go for 2 and go for the win. Roll the dice. Where do you think you're going on this one, Petey?
Man, I tell you what, being the home crowd and everything like that, I think I'm gonna play it safe here. Maybe go for the overtime. Still a lot of time left on the clock, though. Man, what a play!
That's where Connor Jelly walks over to Coach and says, "You need to let me throw the ball a little more often, Coach." Did you see that right there? The kick is up. The kick is no good.
Oh boy!
Wide left.
Wow.
Wide left.
You look at that, it's a high snap. The holder goes up and grabs it. And from this side, it looks like he's able to get it down in time. We'll take a look one more time. The snap, maybe. We're just going to sit here.
Here we go.
It is a little high, but he's able to get it down.
That was good.
Just missed to the left.
Oh, boy. That is
well, your heart
huge.
goes out to
it. Does.
You get a huge play. And Jacob Smith, sophomore kicker on the squad. Let's look at the pass play again. It may be irrelevant. We don't know. There's still time on the clock. But watch this touch from Connor Jelly.
Boy, they look just for the one-on-one here, Sean. It's been out there all night long, and they got it.
Big play from Monrovia, but then the missed extra point.
And if you're Jack Wright down there, you know, you're feeling pretty bad, and you get the missed extra point. Anything can happen.
This is one of those plays where, again, it's the end of a game. It's a high-pressure situation. It's a sophomore kicker. There's been a lot of plays in this game. You can't just circle that one, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
You know, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to blame it on an extra point at the end of a game. But
no way.
There were, you know.
There's been way too many other opportunities to put it all right there. There's so many turnovers, so many things.
Been 48 other minutes of football. There are 47 other minutes.
That's like trying to blame them.
They go onside. They get a big kick.
Boy.
Ball about came loose. It was I thought it was Franco. It's actually 26. Jacob Hadley comes down with it. And so Scecina has the football with 53 seconds. Now, you go back to that injury where Monrovia does have all 3 timeouts. At least that's how it's still ruled on the scoreboard here in the stadium. That's how we've still got it on our graphic. Take another look at that onside kick here if we could. And this one up the middle. And you see the big kick
that's
bounce
the
right
big
there.
bounce there that you're looking for also in that situation.
Hadley does a good job. Now Scecina will take a knee. Monrovia will take a timeout. We're going to see this probably a couple more times here. Now for Scecina, the one thing that they're doing by going into what you would consider a victory formation type of look and just taking a knee is every time they do that, they're going to lose a yard or two. May or may not matter, but if you get into a punting situation, it's putting you further back in your area. It's bringing Monrovia closer to the end zone. 51 seconds in the game. See an intense conversation in that huddle. Trying to make sure everybody understands their assignments. You know, at the end of the day, Pete, it's week number 9. A win or a loss really it doesn't hurt you at this point in time. It's something, if it's a win, it's a building block heading into the playoffs for Scecina to be able to erase a loss last week, get back on your winning ways. For Monrovia, it'd be a tough loss against a tough team when you had opportunities to win the game. But you still have the playoffs. You're still the defending state champion. You're still favored to make a deep run. Scecina will take a knee. We'll get our second timeout now for Monrovia.
Well, this has been a good game for Lee to get back into also. He's gotten a lot of playing time here. He's putting a lot of he's got a lot of movement, a lot of, you know, play on that ankle of his. So to know that that is holding up and he's playing as well as he is playing, especially going into the postseason here now, the playoffs. You know, it's got to make you feel good right there for that young man.
And the notes that Coach Hutchins said over this week, he talked about, you know, and every team deals with it, but he's talked about the injuries, the key players at key times throughout the season. You know, they've had the next man up mentality. The other players have come in. They've played well. So he wasn't making an excuse by any means. He's saying some of our other players have gotten some time and shown me that they can get it done. So we feel really good about this team.
I'm not. Yeah, that's got to be a false start. If I'm Lee, I'm running.
Let's see what the call is here. It looks like
false start.
Player from Scecina put his hand down on the ball. Now you got a couple of Scecina players fighting in the huddle amongst each other.
I think I would have ran.
So it's going to be a false start here. It's going to walk him back.
And it looked like someone on the right-hand side there stood up.
Now in the defense for Lee, they put their hand down on the football and then stood up and took their hand off the football. And so Lee just reached out and picked it up like, hey, that's our ball now.
Yeah, we did hear the whistle. I do know that. But again, like I said, if I'm Lee, I'm running until I know for sure. That's a heads-up play by that young man.
They get set again. They take a knee. The final timeout now will be called. And that'll bring up fourth down.
No, they didn't stop it. What? The white hat said to run it. The white hat said to run it.
Now some confusion again here at the end of this game, and I think that the officiating crew is going to have to get control of this game. There's confusion amongst themselves, and he's asking to run it again. So they're now what we're seeing now is they officially charged them the timeout back during the injury.
That's interesting. Because, again, we talked about that all night. We thought there was 3 timeouts on the –
I think they called that timeout of an injury.
So, little confusion there between the coaching staff and the officiating crew was – just like you said, was that an official timeout for the injury timeout, or are Monrovia being charged for that? To me,
yeah, that's the question now.
To me, it's an injury timeout.
They want 47 seconds back on the clock, so I think they've realized at this point in time Monrovia had a timeout. They're going to put 47 on the clock, and let's hope that we've got this figured out now here as we're in the conclusion of what's been a fantastic football game, and you hate to have any gaffes. And, again, I'm not saying anything negative against the officials. It's just right now there's been
a lot of mass confusion.
Yeah, mass confusion, and you want to make sure they understand that.
That's me. He doesn't know what he's doing.
I appreciate them. Trying to take their time and work through it, but –
okay, so they are now going to wind the clock. So they still didn't give them the timeout. They just reset it back to 47 seconds.
So now they can run the full clock.
And the play clock was reset. So now you're looking at basically a 5-second difference here on 4th down. And if you're Scecina, you just run it all the way down and you take a 5-yard penalty.
Exactly. Now you're going
to have to punt the ball. And so your last-ditch hope, if you're a Monrovia fan, is for a punt return for a touchdown. Right. That's what it would take at this point in time.
That's exactly what we're going to get, and we'll get 6 bouts.
They don't have a timeout.
They're taking a delay game penalty.
So a delay game penalty will be called here against Scecina. You got the flag on the field on the far side.
Which backs them up again another, so it gives you a little bit more of an advantage.
That was the most confusing.
And so they're asking for 7 seconds on the clock here in the stadium, which is what we had. And they're putting 7 back on here.
Wow. I'm sorry, but this has been funny.
So with all the dramatics coming down at the end of this one, maybe we'll get one crazy final play. Why not?
That's what I want to see. Let's have a good one here.
So Aaron Craven's the second. They're actually not going to punt this ball on 4th down. Are they going to try to attempt to run around and waste 7 seconds? Because this could backfire big time. Just going to throw it up in the air as far as he can. Cravens is going to intercept it. Now with some time on the clock that's going to run on now, Cravens has got to make a return here.
Block in it back. It's going to be called back.
They flip it back. This one now on the ground, and this game is going to come to a conclusion. Scecina falls on the football. Penalty will be declined. And your final score is going to end. Scecina 14, Monrovia 13, in what has been a crazy football game to this point. Coach Hudgens having a conversation with the lead official, and I think we're just going to get confirmation here that this flag was against Monrovia.
It was a clear block in the back. I mean, if you could run it back and see that one again, I don't know if we have that replay, but that's okay if we don't. But you can see it clearly on your screen. It's well, we do have it right here.
So for Scecina, they thought this was as good as a punt here, and it really ends up being about the same.
Yeah.
It's fielded by Cravens, deep in their own territory, and then they just had to cover it up.
Right here. Right there it was.
At the top of the play, good call.
Yep, and you've seen it.
So we will take a quick break, here, and we'll come back and we'll wrap things up in our post-game show. 14-13, your final.
I was wondering about that. I couldn't see the clock, but I didn't. It's hard to say.
Watch TV Everywhere is a value-added entertainment option which gives Endeavor Television subscribers the ability to watch TV programs on their PC, laptop, tablet, or smartphone. When you subscribe to an Endeavor TV package, you receive select TV programming that is available in that package free of charge. You can view Watch TV Everywhere program just about anywhere. All you need is an internet or Wi-Fi connection. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details about Watch TV Everywhere.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Fantastic game here as the number 4 team in the state comes out with a 1-point victory over the defending state champion in Monrovia. 14-13, your final. Scecina excited to get out of here from Gordon Hadley Field with a win. We had some dramatics in this one for sure, maybe some questionable calls, some confusion amongst everyone, whether to run the clock, not run the clock, how many timeouts Monrovia actually had, things of that nature towards the end. But regardless, Scecina with the win, 14-13 your final. As we finish up the regular season in high school football, it's amazing to even say that. Sean Walker, Pete Gasco here in our Endeavor E-Tex post-game wrap-up show. Pete, your final thoughts on this one?
Man, I'll tell you what, I want to come back for this one again. Wherever it's at, I'd love to see these two teams play again. This is actually a very exciting game. It was one of those like we talked about earlier, where it was kind of this slow play, and then all of a sudden, boom, big plays happen. So very exciting.
There's a shot of the Monrovia team. Obviously a tough loss for them here tonight. Again, congratulations to the Scecina Crusaders. They will improve to 7-2 on the regular season. They'll move on to face Speedway next week. For Monrovia, they will go to Southmont as the postseason is now upon us for all the teams across the state of Indiana. Tonight, our player of the game, though, is going to be the quarterback for Scecina. Mac Ayers finishes up, unofficial stats, of course, 15 of 23 passing, 142 yards. He had 1 rushing touchdown, 1 touchdown through the air. He did throw 3 picks in the game, but it was the drive, Pete.
That drive with the help of Chad Kelly and Anthony Andrews, both of those guys, number, I believe, 31 and number 6 for Scecina. Those were some huge plays. They also had big number 87 out there, and I tell you what, he was huge for a freshman to step up and do what he did. Again, this is late in the year, so freshmen are playing more like sophomores now. Sophomores and juniors just goes on up, but that was huge for them. And congratulations, Scecina, to come on the road in here into a tough environment against the defending state champs, and come out with this victory.
Pete just wrapped it up better than I probably possibly could. He just said everything I needed to say as we wrapped it up. So we thank you for tuning in tonight. That's going to do it, our coverage here from Monrovia High School. For everybody behind the scene, our director, Kevin Gasco. For my co-host or co-partner here in the broadcast, Pete Gasco, I'm Sean Walker. We appreciate you tuning in. We hope you will join us next time.